We have Lynn here with CJ Physical Therapy and Pilates, and if you don't mind letting us know what was going on with the shoulder here and your age as well.
I'm 62 years old and I fell on Christmas Eve and broke my right arm and shoulder and had surgery January 10th. And that brought me into CJ Physical Therapy and Pilates for care.
And what were things like initially? Were you dealing with a lot of pain? Was it more so frustrating because you weren't able to do the things you wanted to?
Absolutely. And I was in an immobilizer for several weeks. So I was really concerned about getting my motion back out of that immobilizer. And after surgery, I had a lot of pain, a lot of swelling in my upper arm, and a big incision line that I was kind of concerned about how that was going to heal as well.
So we did a little bit of physical therapy as well, but in regards to the regenerative therapy, what kind of further improvements or impact do you feel like that had on the result of your surgery?
First of all, I feel like the regenerative therapy was very gentle. It really was not invasive or painful or uncomfortable in any way, but I felt it helped with my pain. And I think with the swelling, we're really consistent with the regenerative therapy starting really within 2 weeks of the surgery. And I think that really helped with the healing process, and the scarring is really quite minimal. When I went back for my follow-up with my surgeon, he was surprised and actually called his fellow in to look at my shoulder, the surgical scar and how it was repaired. I also had that same feedback from a dermatologist who was quite surprised at how well the scar had healed.
What do you love most about visiting CJ Physical Therapy and Pilates?
Oh gosh, I think the most important thing is that you're really seen as a whole person. You come in maybe with an injury, but you're seen in the context of everything about who you are, what your life is like, and what your needs are. To have your physical therapist ask you what are your goals and what are the things you're looking forward to, I think is really incredible to have that experience where you're really looked at as an individual and your care is really tailored to who you are.
And what would you say to somebody who maybe hasn't heard of the regenerative therapy to either help them avoid a surgery or get better results from the surgery that is necessary?
I would say, absolutely come in and ask questions and have that become part of your care. It's not invasive in any way at all. It really helped me, I think, with my pain and the surgical healing of my surgical incision and my shoulder just in general. I say, don't be afraid. Come in, ask questions, and have it be part of your care.
Anything else you'd like to add that you want people to know?
You would never be disappointed, I think, to come in to CJ Physical Therapy and Pilates, meet the doctors who are here, ask questions, even if it's something that you've been dealing with for a long time. Maybe it doesn't have to stay that same condition. You can get help with things that are even chronic, not just a surgical injury or something that happened, more acutely. Come in with even your chronic things and ask questions.